अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम, अम्मा बाद, फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम। बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली. This is the stage when Yusuf alayhi salam is in the prison. Two partners in the prison, they are consulting him. They are asking him for the interpretation of the dream. Yusuf alayhi salam has a higher goal. He has another set of priority that he wants to talk to them about. And he conveys that very important message to them in a very subtle way. If you have to bring any of your friends, anyone that you know who's near and dear to you, with whom you are interacting on daily basis, it is a priority for us as well. Like, when we are sharing notes, when we are talking to each other, that we should definitely be talking about our deen in a very decent manner without making it sound like you are imposing something on them. And there is no shortcut to religion. And especially these days, we have hot issues everywhere. What about 4 marriages? What about this concept of slavery in Islam? What about how women are treated in Islam? And we immediately try to target those questions, respond to those questions through shortcut ways. Now remember this thing, if you have not worked on the iman of anyone, somebody has no connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, somebody has never read the basics of Quran, they will never be able to understand. They will always be living with lots of ifs and buts. नहीं लेकिन फिर ये क्यों है? नहीं फिर ये क्यों कहा गया? नहीं फिर ये क्यों नहीं किया गया? So that is why whenever somebody comes to you with a question, yes, you have to immediately prescribe some sort of medication. थोड़ी सी Panadol दे दें, थोड़ा पेन किलर दे दें, थोड़ा bandage apply कर दें, but take them for proper diagnosis. उनके labs करवाएं और उनको proper उसका solution दें कि this is what you are supposed to be doing. Unless you understand deen fully, you won't be able to understand what we are supposed to be doing. So a short, sweet message on Tawheed, oneness of Allah, what is the purpose of life, where you are heading, and then he moves back to whatever they were inquiring about. Also tells us that very beautifully we can blend deen and dunya in a nicer way. I'm not saying blended halal and haram, but when somebody is asking you something personal, something which is important for them, don't discard their queries and questions. Ye koi baat hai puchne wali. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith from Bukhari, make things easy for people and do not make it difficult for them, and make them calm with glad tidings and do not repulse them. Many a times a girl would come up to me and ask me, nail polish ke saath namaz ho jati hai? So what is an answer for that? No. Excuse me, namaz is farz. Are you messing around with namaz? But if I reply like that, somebody who is desperate to wear a nail color, bye bye tata, I'm not coming back to your class again. How I usually respond to such girls is, you need wuzu for your namaz. And once you have done wuzu, and after that you apply your nail color and your wuzu is valid for the next salah, no problem. Now she immediately asked me, what if my wuzu is not there anymore and I have to pray? No problem. Keep a nail polish remover in your bag. Remove your nail polish, do your wuzu, perform your salah, and then you can reapply your nail polish. So she would think for a while, she'll get the right answer, but in a way where she would be able to understand it. Because usually what we do is we immediately start with no. Can I talk to a guy? Yes, if he's your husband. Yes, if you're maintaining a distance. Yes, if you have a mahram or another 2 or 3 people with you who are also interacting with a decent manner. Like, for some sort of a project, or when you're working in hospital. But if you are hanging out just for the sake of it, try not to do something like that. Can I listen to music? And it's haram. Now how do you tell somebody who's really obsessed with music? Obviously you can't say, yes, go on, listen to the music. What will you tell her? Why do you want to listen to music? What fun do you get out of it? Why not listen to something which is more constructive? And you can even search and you can find out some of the non-Muslims who say, we don't listen to music. So the point is, always try to make things easy for people. Like you come to a Quran class and if you tell them, oh Fallah, break थी ना, break में कुछ खाया नहीं. तो क्यों नहीं खाया? आज तो कैफे में बहुत मजे का खाना था. नहीं ना, वो एक्चुअली कुरान क्लास होती है ना, and then everyone expects me to be there, so I have to be there, so I can't eat. So what kind of impression you're creating on that person? It's a load, and she's thanking herself in her heart, shukar hai main nahi gayi. But if you go in a very jolly mood and say, we had so much fun, I found answers to my problems, then other people also want to come and be part of Deen. But we are setting bad examples. Either we respond in a very heavy manner, or whatever we are doing in our practices, we make them sound like very difficult. फिर तुम्हें ना ये सब कुछ छोड़ना पड़ेगा, सोच लो, it's a big commitment. Are you ready for it? Our Deen says, do not lie. You can also say, our Deen says, always speak the truth. Our Deen says, don't mess up with people. Why can't we say our Deen says, وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا? Talk to people nicely. So we need to pick up the positive traits within our Deen. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.